you wanna be a champion, you gotta do the work. If you wanna be a world dominator, you gotta know your worth. Unleash potential and leave a legacy. Whatever you want, whatever you need, you can find within the coaches. If you wanna be a champion, you gotta do the work. If you wanna be a world dominator, gotta know your worth. Unleash potential and leave a legacy. Whatever you want, whatever you need, you can find within the coaching scene. Hey y'all, hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing tonight? Listen, I want you to comment in the chat. Let me know where you're signing in from, and let me know if you are already a coach and if you're already a certified coach. I'm super excited to be on tonight for the entire year. We are introducing our champion influence coach and facilitators. They are multidimensional, they are multifaceted, and I want you to meet them. Let me introduce myself while y'all are sharing this out. Make sure you share this out to individuals who want to learn about the coaching program, but also really get an understanding of what the people who have gone through the program are doing and how they are creating winning effects. So make sure you share this out. I'm going to triple check just to make sure we are live on Facebook before we get started. Yep, I see that we are indeed live on Facebook. Well, y'all, my name is Toyinda, and I am a best-selling author, a business consultant, master coach, public speaker, mentor, and the creator of the Champion Influence Coach, Facilitator, and Speaker Certification programs. I truly enjoy helping professionals to really become certified in those spaces. But what I love about our program is that we share and we teach revenue generating methodologies for our coaches, and they're able to enter the coaching and facilitation industry very confidently. They're able to strategically help those that they are helping. And then they are able to listen to this, and this is my favorite. They are able to gain financial freedom and flexibility as they are working through what they're going to do to bring in that revenue. So I'm super excited about the opportunity to be able to help individuals do that. Hello, Apostle Cynthia. Hello, David. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Monique. Thank you for joining. I'm so happy you joined because you are going to find serious value in this. I want y'all to share this out, get this out. So just a little bit about some of the work that I've done in the past. You know, I've taught coaching skills in large higher education institutions and even corporations and statewide agencies. And I've certified 77, y'all. Can somebody put 77 in the chat? But I've certified 77 coaches and facilitators. And I've taught more than 400 individuals to really speak with confidence. Some of you all may know, but for 6 years, I was an adjunct faculty at a university. And so had a wonderful opportunity to really pour into the lives of both traditional students and also adult learners in terms of public speaking and communication. And then I took that skill set, and I created a certification and also a public speaking course. Thank you. Hey, Coach Tamika, thank you so much for joining. Hey. Thank you for putting that 77 in the chat. That is a huge feat, and I'm grateful for that. Through my company, The Coaching Seat, you all, we provide execution-based solutions to increase employee engagement, enablement, and empowerment. And with me having like 20 plus years experience in education and business, I'm very passionate about strategically leveraging leadership, personality strengths. You all have about 3 personality assessment certification. So I love really looking at human behavior and how teams can work better together. So that's a part of my passion. And that's all about, getting to those profitable outcomes. And so when we take our strategies into corporate spaces and higher education institutions, that's the goal. Profitable outcomes, and also their individuals being able to operate as their best self. And then as a global speaker, you all, I am a TEDx speaker. I'm super excited about that. That happened in 2023. I am known for guiding individuals and groups to rewire, okay? Rewire every area of the mindset, recover passion, so that individuals can kind of get moving and move forward. And I help to reset people to get them back on a championship track. Y'all, I am a real life champion. You can Google my name and find all that information out. But I want to let you know that we are having a coach and facilitator certification that's happening in March. And I want you to go to the website, thecoachingseat.com, and check out the information. We love teaching and we love equipping professionals so that they can make impact or really further impact, because most people come into our program, they are already packed, right? And we're talking about let's just heighten this thing, let's make further impact. So a little later on, I'll talk a little bit about the differences between or just kind of what causes our program to stand out. So now, y'all, I'm super excited because I am bringing Coach Sherrika Myers to this platform. She is awesome and amazing. And I'm getting ready to bring her on, y'all. And we are just going to enter into a phenomenal discussion about who she is, how she's making impact, and what her next move is. So let's bring Coach Sherrika to the platform. Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I am good. Listen, I have been watching all of your impactful moves on Facebook. Kind of popped into the website to see what you were up to, what you were building out, and you are just doing some phenomenal work. And really, it's generational impact that you're making. So I'm going to be quiet and I want you to introduce yourself, and do not hold back, right? This is about meeting you. Do not hold back. Introduce yourself to the platform.
Well, first, Tuyanda, thank you for having me on. My name is Sherrika Myers, like she stated. I am the founder and executive director of Everyone Voice Matters. I am a children's book author. I am a certified life coach, youth coach, and family coach. I am the creator of the Little Herbie mascot, the creator of the Little Herbie animated series, and a champion in the community, I like to say.
You listen, you are doing the work. And I love that about you, because when I met you, you were already one who came packing with fire, and you elevated everything that you were doing, and it just is phenomenal to watch the work that you're doing. I love it because you are a living example, a living manifestation of what it means to say champions do the work. Like, that's a part of our mantra: champions do the work. And you're doing that. So let me just ask you, when did you come into the program, and what caused you to come into that program to enhance where you already were?
I came into the program. It was in 2020,
Mm,
October. Yes, it was 2020. So that's going on almost 4 years. In October,
yes,
yes,
yes.
it'll be 4 years. And actually, what made me want to become a certified life coach? I was already working with kids and
Mhm.
families, but I wanted to be able to do it the right way. I
Yeah.
wanted to learn how to effectively coach someone, and not just going off the dome. So when I found your program, I was like, okay. So I studied it for a little while, and I saw all the great things that you were doing, and all the impact that your coaches was making. So I was like, you know what? I want to be able to become a certified life coach so that I can truly help my family and my at-risk youth effectively.
Yes, yes, yes. So tell us a little, listen, I'm excited, okay? Tell us a little bit about like your background, like what made you start your nonprofit organization? What made you be the founder of the organization?
Well, you may know, but a lot of people don't know. But I grew up with a speech impediment, which was called stuttering, and because of that, I was laughed at, I was teased, I was ignored, and I even had my siblings actually speaking for me. So when and then also I went through some other challenges growing up in a single family household. We didn't always have all the things that other kids had, but of course my mother did the best with what she had. And when you're growing up with facing some of those challenges as a child, I developed low self-esteem. I lacked self-confidence. And because of that actually stayed with me. And when I learned how to speak at a normal pace by reading out loud, but even though I corrected the outside, I never corrected the inside. So going through life, just doing life. I gave birth to two kids, and one thing I always prayed for, that neither one of my kids stutter. And God bless me with that. Neither one of my kids stutter. But later on down the line, I had my first grandson. His name is Lil Herbie. Lil Herbie.
Oh,
his name is Lil Herbert. So one day, he was roughly about 5 years old. He started to talk, and he was trying to tell me something. And I noticed he was doing the same thing I used to do. And I used to stutter. I used to tap on my leg. I used to roll up my eyes, trying to say something. And when he did that, he just stopped and said that he can't say it. And when I looked at him when he said that, I felt like I was looking at myself. And I knew at that moment exactly how he felt, because I felt that way. But I told him, I said, yes, you can slow down and take your time. So once he was able to say what he had to say, I told him to never say that he can't do anything. But I walked off to end and I just cried. I
yeah.
cried at that moment because I realized that the what I felt inside was never gone. And I didn't
Mhm.
want my grandson to grow up feeling the same way I felt. But I knew, how could I help him if I still was suffering in the inside? So I wanted to be able to develop the skills so that I can release the child that was in me, so that I can help my grandson and other kids that's going through different type of challenges in their life.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, thank you for sharing that. That's huge insight because what I'm hearing is that number one, what happened to you, you didn't want it to happen to anybody else, but then when it came close to home, it really began to spark this intensity in you about being able to transform the lives of those who may have some type of speech concern, some type of speech impediment or speech
Yeah.
concern.
Mhm.
And I love that about you because and about everybody else, because normally what happens in our lives, all right, I'm generalizing, and y'all can go in the chat and say no, Toyinda, you are wrong, but I'm generalizing this. A lot of the work that we do is really me work. It's the thing, the
Right.
burden, that the thing that happened to me, where we're saying no, 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 I don't want this to happen to anybody else. Or we do the work that if somebody helped us in a space, we want to continue that and further that. And I found that with me, I found that with, listen, all of the 77 coaches that we have in the program, this is a part of their journey for creating winning effects. And let me say thank you for
Mhm.
taking on this task head on.
Yes.
Um, I have seen you doing radio interviews on the news, and you're in Charleston, correct?
Yes. Yes, I'm
Okay,
in Charleston.
so, ma'am.
Yes, I'm in Charleston.
Yeah, so I mean, and I've seen you all over. So your work is not just in Charleston, but it
Yes.
is national. And is it now international?
Well, yes, actually, yes, because I
Uh-huh.
just came from Africa. I went
Uh-huh.
to Africa.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I almost forgot about that. I don't
Yes,
know how could I forget that experience, but yes,
because you're
I was
doing the
in Africa.
work, right? Right. It's
Yes,
when we're doing the work, we just do the work. And
yes.
so this is amazing and I love it. I remember when you were in the coaching program, you talked about how you when you were in your youth, maybe middle school or high school, but it was your turn to read the announcement.
Yes.
And I will never forget that. And
Yeah.
so I said, Sherrika, this is, amazing. You, if you want to share it, you can, but you don't have to because I want to know a little bit about how you are helping families. Let's just start there. It's so much that you're doing, and we don't have a lot of time, but let's just talk about how are you helping the families? Because, and I'm saying this because you can do the work with the youth and the children, but if you don't do the work at home, it's not going to be reiterated, and then you're always going to be kind of almost countering what you're doing. So I'm going to be
Correct.
quiet and just share with us the work that you're doing with the families.
Correct. Well, actually, I learned that when I was just working with the child, and just like you said, is not as effective if you're not working with the child and the parent, because like you said, I mean, you can work with the child, but if the child, when the child goes home back into that same environment, and if the parent is still doing the same things and don't understand, and or be able to relate to what I'm teaching that child, then that child ends up going backwards. So I started to work with the child and the parents, and that became more effective because I can see the difference in the child every time. Like, if I'm working with the child, then I work with the parent, and then when I work with them together, I can see them growing as a family, and that coaching is more impactful.
Yeah, I love that. I love that working with the families and the children's to children to help reiterate and make it more effective and more sustainable.
Hmm.
It's
Yes.
sticky. It'll stick
Yep.
a little
With
easier.
both
I
of them.
love.
With both. Yep. The
Come
child
on.
and the parent. Hmm.
Yes, I love that. So, kind of walk me through what you do when you go into the school system. Just kind of walk me through some of the, maybe it could be the speaking engagements, or you have a coaching program. Kind of
Yeah.
walk me through
I
that.
was about to say, when you say, well, when I go inside the schools, I was about to say, which program you talking about? Because I have several different several
Yes.
different entities when I work with the school. I do school assemblies, and some of the assemblies consist of building self-esteem, anti-bullying, things of that nature. And then I also have a reading program where I go inside some of the classrooms and I read to the kids, and of course I bring my mascot. And, and then also, like you said, my little Herbie series coaching program, where so that we coach kids through the power of storytelling and positive mindset development. So it's several different programs that I actually use when I go inside the schools, and as well as working in the community and in the homes as well.
I love it. Talk a little bit about the impact that you're making and also some of the partnerships that have come from the work that you're doing in the community.
Well, I always say I believe that the work that I do is very impactful and very needed, and also when you can relate, it makes it easier to create. I always tell people, and the majority of
Wait, say it again. I love that. Say it one more time.
when you can relate, it makes it easier to create. And the majority of the communities and the families that I work with come from similar backgrounds that I grew up in. It's like I said, growing up in a single family household, we went through several different challenges. So I just create programs and initiatives that I wish I had as a child, and that I know that would have been helpful to me and my mother as well, to where as though that we wouldn't have so many of the challenges that we actually have. So I actually my programs is very impactful. Very impactful, and it's a great feeling when you are empowering, uplifting, and even help educate the communities where you come from, and when you can change the lives, change the mindset of children, of parents, and I mean that alone makes me feel good about all the work that I do, and all the work that I plan on doing. So
Yeah.
it's very impactful, very enlightening, and it's also healing me as well. You
That's
know, so it helps them, but it also help me. Because I want to be the change that I want to see in my community. So therefore, I want to create programs and initiatives that will help grow and empower my community.
Yeah, Coach Sherrika, this is really good. What I started to think about when you talked about the impact and you talked about, the partnership with the schools. Um, when we are positioning ourselves to help individuals to think differently,
Correct.
when we're able to think differently about ourselves, we are able to then think differently about the behavior. So there was a psychologist, Albert Bandura, right? He talked about self efficacy.
Mhm.
And really, what he was saying in self efficacy is that's what a person thinks about themselves. And
Mhm.
how we think about ourselves is how we behave, how we respond, what we will do, and what we won't do. And so we talked about in his research being able to enhance and increase our self efficacy, because when we believed and
Mhm.
thought that we could do a thing, that we had a specific ability, we were able to perform at that level. And a part of growing our self efficacy is really what you're doing. You
Mhm.
are a social role model, which means that the youth and your staff, I mean, you have a whole staff,
Mhm.
and one of the staff members you sent to become a coach, Tamika Epps. Hey, Coach Epps. Listen,
Yes,
listen,
yes.
that means something, but you and your staff are social role models. And what that means is that you are you said to be the change you want to see, right? You are that change that they want to see, and then they can begin to replicate that. So when they are able to see you excel, when they're able to even be in a place of simulation
Mhm.
where you show them what to do and then they do it in
Correct.
terms of your programs, then that begins to enhance their self efficacy. And self efficacy has everything to do with their self concept. And I
Correct.
know that you are doing some work, or you have done some work in social emotional learning.
Correct.
Tell
Correct.
me how that is impacting the youth and even the parents that you're working with.
Well, social emotional learning actually deals with a lot of as far as life skills. It teaches kids how to make responsible decision making. I mean, how to choose the right people that to actually be around, how to make your own decisions. I mean, and all of those skills help children become the best version of themselves. Like, for example, people in the communities that I work in, they only know what they are surrounded by. So when I'm coaching them and I'm teaching them the social emotional learning skills, they can be able to see outside of what they can physically see. You see what I'm saying? So they be able to believe that it's other things, and that they can do other things outside of what they are surrounded by every day. So when you are equipping them with those social emotional e-learning skills, that's empowering them, and that's providing them with the skills that they can use both in and outside the classroom to be successful.
Yes, yes. Listen, the comments are coming in. Apostle Monique said, that's good. Tamika said, hey, Tamika. Monique said, build self efficacy. David says, Sherrika Myers is one of the most biggest inspirations out there. I love using her programs in my classroom. Listen,
Yeah.
if you all are
Thank
tied
you.
into the educational system, I need for you to tap in and connect into Sherrika Myers and Everyone Voice Matters. This, her nonprofit is huge. It's huge. And Sherrika, I want you to be thinking about the, if you had to put a number on the people that you have impacted, the youth that you have impacted, I want you to be thinking about that. I know you like, girl, gone, but I want you to be thinking about that. I mean, she has had giveaways in the community. And what I love about the work that you're doing is really, I just love little Herbie. I mean, the mascot. You're the second person I know with a mascot. Another woman is something with a J. I cannot think her name is Tiffany J. Because I
Mhm.
bought she had like
Yes,
a
yes,
smaller
yes, yes,
version.
yes.
And
I
yes,
brought her on my platform one time during COVID.
yes. I mean, so
From
she,
Colombia, Tiffany J.
yes. So
Yeah.
that I was just like, OMG.
Mhm.
And I just think that that is relatable. You know,
It
when you
is.
go into the youth and when you're talking to them about making some hard changes, because it's almost like cognitive dissonance. In their house, they may see one thing, but then you're pouring into them another thing, and they, it's like I'm going back and forth. But when they see little Herbie come into the room, it's an immediate connection.
Yeah, it's
And
always, and people always ask me how I created Lil Herbie. I created him to look like my grandson and also my son. But the real Lil Herbie is the child that had been inside of me for so long. And I decided to actually birth him. And so many challenges or children that looks like him, and which is black and brown children, or and children that actually come from similar backgrounds, when they see little Herbie, they know that it's not about how they, the color of their skin or where they come from. They see him, and they believe in themselves, and they believe that all things is possible. And so I wanted to create something that kids can physically touch, and I can bring in inside the classroom, I can bring inside the community, and they can physically engage with him. And so I thought, I said, you know what, I want to bring the figure to life, even though I have the animated series on YouTube that teaches kids about social emotional learning, financial literacy, diversity, equity, inclusion, different words of the day, anti-bullying, all of those skills that they can also use in and outside the classroom. But when they have their very own mascot that actually looks like them and resembles them, that's very empowering, especially, like I said, for black and brown children, and children that have faced so many different challenges. So to bring the mascot alive and to finally birth him from me, it's enjoyable. I mean, he has his own little Herbie shuffle, you know, the dance that we do, after all of our presentations. He engaged with the kids, and the kids see him, and they just light up.
listen, I love this. Okay. So with the shuffle, is there like a jingle or theme music with it?
Yeah, yes. He has his own little song.
Oh,
It's, based off the little Herbie Shuffle. He has his own little song, and we created that dance. We created the little shuffle, but yes, he has his own song called the Little Herbie Shuffle.
I love that. I want to tell you that today, as I was thinking about our interview, that there's I know you have things on the horizon, but one thing that kept coming to mind is almost like a documentary. And so I encourage you to work diligently in that space, because I just, over and over again, as I was thinking about this, that is what I was hearing. So I encourage you to
Okay.
go for it. I encourage you to
Okay.
go for it.
Well,
Okay.
it's several projects that's being worked on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Several projects that's
Good.
being worked on, and one of them is going to roll out for Black History Month.
Okay.
That I'm so proud about. It will actually expand the Lil Herbie brand,
Mm. Mm.
and I mean, and we have been working on it for so long,
Wow.
and I'm just excited. I can't wait. So on February the 7th,
February 7th.
that will
Okay.
be rolling out. So I'm very excited, and we will definitely expand that for Black History Month.
Awesome. 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 Okay. So, this is another question that I was thinking about earlier today. When you have written your series, so you've wrote a Little Herbie's book series, and you talked about having the YouTube channel, with the activities and the word of the day and those types of things. I want to go to the book. Um, what are, it may be hard to kind of put it down into three, but what are like three main insights that you can grab out of the Little Herbie series?
Um, Empowering, um, being comfortable in your own skin, um, own the space that you're in. Walk in it and own the space that you're in, and always remember that everybody voice matters, including theirs. It don't matter where you come from, um, what people say, as long as you believe in yourself and have faith and work hard, all things become possible.
Yeah.
And with the Lil Herbie series, the book collection, that's why the book collection, people don't realize every book is based off my life. The entire book series is the different things that I had to face in my life as a child. Herbie's New Home, it refers to me moving from Baltimore to Charleston, having to face different things. Herbie Goes to School. It talks about the different challenges that I face when I first went to school. Herbie's New Friend. It talks about finding that friend, and being comfortable who you are, and becoming resilient. So the entire every just about everything that I create under the Lil Herbie series brand is some of the challenge that I went through as a child. And majority of the kids that I work with, some of them suffer those challenges and more. So I want to create a brand that will impact kids, and kids can actually see when kids can actually see themselves in it, and see how they can also create winning effects, through the book series, the animated series, the mascot. It become empowering and also enlightening, and it gives them a sense of belief that if she can do it, Lil Herbie can do it. Then despite the challenges that I see right now, I know that I can become anything if I work hard and be determined.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's the difference between one saying, "This is my fate," versus somebody saying, "Oh, this is just a state. It's just a state that I'm in right now, and I can come out of this state. And I can see with the direction of those who partner with Everyone Voice Matters, as well as the staff, to be able to see that they can come out."
Right.
Um, the other thought that came in my mind is, you are, economically, adding to the community. I'm going to say it like that because, you have staff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I know you have some volunteers, but the fact that you are an organization that has staff, you are sowing your organization, the resources are sowing into somebody's family.
And that's why I
That
send to the coaching seat.
I love it.
That's why I send my staff. I mean, because in order to make an impact, it's not just me. Like you said,
Yes.
I have a staff, Tamika. So I want the people that's in my organization to be able to do the work effectively as well
Mhm,
as
mhm.
as I can. I mean, I don't do this by myself,
Right.
and in order for me to be able, well, in order for everyone voice matters to be able to help the families effectively, the staff has to know how to do that as well, not just me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good,
And the
coach.
coaching seed is where I send them.
That's good, coach. Listen, I'm telling you, I appreciate you. And that meant something to me. It really gave me another level of confidence, another level of assuredness that, Toyinda, you're doing the right thing.
Mhm.
And when you sent Tamika to come and get certified, it was like, Toy, you're doing the right thing. So anytime, fear or doubt begins to creep in, there's always a situation that comes to me and says, "See, no, I told
It's
you,
working.
it's working, and you're in the right direction."
Yeah.
So, what else might you add for people who are watching, maybe even people who want to bring you to their school or their community program?
They can actually visit our website, and I want them to know that our programs do work. Our program is impactful,
Hmm.
and we also is here to do the work.
Hmm. Hmm.
We want to be able to help families, to help at-risk youth, to be able to provide back to the community, and we want it to actually be effective, and it is effective. So that's the most important, that's the most important information I can let them know. And as far as the animated series, that's another reason why I created that as well, because I wanted kids to be able, kids are always on their phone and watching other cartoons, but I created that so kids can have something they still can watch cartoons, but still learn the skills that they can use, like I said, and outside the classroom. So they can, our book series is geared towards social emotional learning. All of our products, all of our programs, initiatives is geared to help not just impact and empower the child, but to impact and empower the whole family and make a difference and help change their mindset. If we can change their mindset, then we can change the direction that they choose to go in life.
Listen, I love it. Sherrika, I'm so proud of you. I'm grateful that you came into the program. I'm grateful for the impact that you're making. And I am totally looking forward to everything else that you are going to
Yeah.
do. I have placed Sherrika's her website in the chat. So I want you all to go out there. And I know that if you click on the website, you should be able to get to the YouTube series, the series.
And make sure that
Mhm.
you follow, like, and subscribe. Have your kids follow, like, and subscribe to
Yes.
our YouTube channel, because I'm very excited about another initiative. I wanted to say, I forgot about the
Yes,
Little Herbie
please.
Says No. It's the early drug prevention
Ah,
initiatives that we are bringing out right now, and so we will have early drug prevention animated series to actually, to teach kids about the importance of learning about early drug prevention, especially with all these different things
mm,
that's going on nationally,
yeah,
towards about opiates and things
yeah.
like that. So we definitely wanted to roll out that program, which is called the Little Herbie Says No. So
Little
that they
Herbie
will be
says
seeing
no.
a lot about that as well. I'm excited.
Listen, I'm excited. I want to see commercials. I want
Oh yeah,
like
you can see that.
I
That's
just
coming too soon.
listen, I'm just like zzz. I mean, all kind of stuff is going through my mind right now. But I'm excited about what's happening, and I want to. If I can support in any way, let me know. I
Thank
know we were able through my nonprofit to support one of the events that you had.
Yes,
And
yes. Oh
so,
yeah, I have to tell y'all. She's so Toyana, her nonprofit gave us. We was able to provide families with soap powder,
mhm,
what was soap powder,
we
soap,
I can't remember what
and
else.
several different items, the
Yeah.
household products
Mhm,
that
mhm.
that we provided to the community throughout one of our back to school events, because
Yeah.
we do that every year. The back to school event where, so we do provide 1,000 book bags filled with
Mm,
school supplies, 200 new sneakers, and 200 new uniforms. And
mm,
then we partner with another foundation called E3, where so they do assessments for kids prior to them going to
mm.
school. And even one year, we even brung down that girl Lele at one of our back to school events,
Oh,
and the
wow.
kids was very excited about it, because some kids in the areas that we actually work in, some of those kids are not able to leave the area and experience things like that. So when we
Mhm.
do our events, we don't just provide them with items they can use. We try to provide them with the experience to remember.
Oh, yes. Listen, you are doing the work, creating winning effects. And I'm so grateful that you decided to come into the coaching program and then again bring in your staff so that you can work with, your families and just
We're
the
bringing in some more,
generations. Ma'am,
bringing in some more too. So
listen, we are waiting and
and then
ready.
here comes
Okay,
Spirit there.
we are waiting and ready. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
What are your last thoughts? What and how can people follow you on social media?
They can, of course, visit our website at everyonevoicematters.org and learn about all the programs. Y'all can also follow us on Facebook at Everyone Voice Matters, and Lil is Lil. Herbie Series on Facebook as well. Instagram is Everyone Voice, and also Lil_Herbie series, and of course LinkedIn. And like Toanda used the word, you can just Google me. You can Google. I heard her say that by herself earlier.
Listen, Google. Googleable, honey. We're Googleable.
Yes, you can Google us, follow. Like I said, make sure your kids like, follow, subscribe to the Little Herbie series, and also be looking out for the Little Herbie Says No drug prevention, and for Black History. I'm asking everyone on February the 7th,
February
when
7th.
you see this, our new product that we will be rolling out for Black History Month. I'm hoping that we can get your support
Yes.
behind the product, because it really will empower, uplift, and encourage our children. So I'm just hoping that everyone follow us on social media and support the product on February the 7th for Black History Month, and so
Absolutely.
on.
Absolutely, because everything that you're doing, you're pouring it back into the community. It's going back
Yes.
into your organization, which pours back into the community. So it's a circular cycle. We support, you support, and it's just over and over again. So
Correct.
definitely everybody go and like, share, and tag Everyone Voice Matters. I tried to put that in the chat. I've dropped her website in there. Make sure the children are going in to tap into the YouTube series, tap into the books, the series that she has in terms of the books. Tell your educational systems
Yes.
about Everyone Voice Matters, little Herbie, and just support, because she is doing the work, and that is what matters. Sherrika, listen to me. I'm grateful and thankful. Thank you so much for taking time out of your, I already know, busy schedule and coming into this platform to really just share what you're doing and to represent the coaching seat, to represent the whole coaching approach.
It's my
For,
pleasure to do that. It's
yeah.
my pleasure. I mean, because the coaching seat is a great platform, and
Mhm.
it teaches you how to truly coach families, coach children, and truly it teaches you how to truly do the work.
Yeah, thank you so much. I
It's,
love it.
it's true.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I receive that, right? Sometimes it's difficult to receive, but not in this season, y'all. So no, I
Uh-uh.
receive that. I receive that. I receive that. I humbly receive it. I receive that. And I'm grateful to God for just blessing me to be a vessel. So
Thank you.
thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for
much.
having me.
I am going to, y'all, I'm going to bring Coach Sherrika off. I have a couple things to just mention to you and invite you to. And again, make sure you follow Everyone Voice Matters. Thank you so much, Coach
Thank
Sherrika.
you.
We will definitely keep up with you, and we'll be looking out for February 7th.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen, Coach Sherrika isn't playing any games out here. She is making generational impact. And I'm so grateful and thankful that she's a part of the coaching family. And we are a family. We work to support each other. We work to push each other. So I'm so grateful for her. I want to remind you that we do have a coaching certification program coming up in March. We actually have two modalities that are coming up. So we have an online program, is 4 weeks. And then we have a hybrid. So it's 2 weeks online and then 2 days in person. Just go to thecoachingseat.com and check it out. I know that there are several coach certification programs. What's different about ours is that we are a certification program and we're also a facilitation credentialing program. So coaches are speakers, facilitators, and listen, they are also authors, and we use that entire platform in order to bring in our resources, create those winning effects, and be game changers in the world. So you do not get lost in the numbers. You're not treated like a number. We are a high touch, very intimate credentialing firm. Our myself as the founder and our faculty, we are trained educators. So our background is in education. And so we're dedicated to going alongside you to really build you up in the coaching approach. We have our own proprietary coaching model. It's called the SEATS process methodology for coaching. And Research One universities are using it, statewide agencies, and Fortune 100 companies. And you really become a part of the family, the coaching family, right? They are established. I told you, our coaches, they already come into the program with, right? They are multifaceted, multidimensional, and we just begin to enhance that and take it up another notch. So we have consulting, consultants, we have the ecclesiastical population inside of the program, mental health therapists, counselors, speakers, governmental officials. We are international. We have coaches in Trinidad, Tobago, and also the Bahamas. We're actually going back to the Bahamas in July, so we're super excited about that. You leave the program, this is new, you leave the program with your own proprietary workshop, because it's important for you to have your own signature, as you are doing the work in the community and in the world. So I'm Toyinda Smith, and I am a TEDx speaker, a best-selling author, master coach, public speaker mentor, and I'm also the creator of the Champion Influence Coach, Facilitator, and Speaker Certification programs. I want you to check us out online, thecoachingseat.com. Follow us. Talk to you later.